Tiana Wren is with us here on the John Mendola Show. She is a senior playing shortstop. Usually you've played center field, but what's this new challenge at shortstop? Coach saying, hey, you're pretty much sacrificing, but do what you could for the team.
Yeah, no, they lost their senior shortstop last year, and that was the only, one of the spots that is one of the strongest leadership roles on the team. So with my softball, I guess, they trusted me and wanted me to be a leader on the field, so I did what I did to help the team.
A lot of experience for you, travel softball. Let's talk about all the softball you're getting in. It seems like it's pretty much most of the year.
Yeah, well, I'm playing at Providence College next year, so I want to get in as much softball as I possibly can in order to be the best at the D1 level. So going every day, playing against the best teams in the country, the Tremors really helped me accomplish what I wanted to accomplish.
Talk about all the traveling you've done with softball.
Well, we've been to Colorado 3 times, Florida 5 times, Georgia, Nevada, all over the New England area. We've been to Jersey, just all over.
Well, field hockey, another sport you do. Talk about how much you enjoyed that.
I enjoyed, especially at SEM with that winning atmosphere. It was really fun for me, and it was a really good opportunity to meet new people and condition for softball.
You got a few siblings there, Carissa, Timmy, and Tommy, and everybody's older, so I'm sure they probably gave you some good life lessons and said, hey, here's what we did.
To make their mistakes.
Do they get a chance to come out and support you?
Yeah, my sister, she lives in Philly, but she's always and my brother Timmy, they always are ones to come to my games whenever they can. My brother Tommy, he works at the state prison, so he can't really come as much as he would want to, but I know he's sending his support.
You're doing well in school. Let's talk about the next step, Providence. You made that commitment a while ago, but what were the other choices, and why did it become Providence as the next step for you?
As soon as I walked onto Providence campus, it felt like home immediately, and the community was so welcoming, and the opportunities that they have are outstanding with being in the New England area. So I'm really excited to get started there and work with them.
Let's talk about your grandparents as role models and why you look up to them and how they support you.
Well, my grandparents, they always put people before, others before themselves, and they make so many sacrifices in order to help out the whole family, and they're the glue that holds everyone together. I don't know how our family would be around each other if it wasn't for my grandparents.
And as far as the coaching staff, your dad on the coaching staff?
Of course. We're a package deal.
Yeah. Talk about what he's like, because I'm sure he's a guy who pushes you a lot, right?
Yeah, he really expects a lot from not only me, but from everyone, and he will do his best in any way, shape, or form to help the girls improve, whether it's taking them extra after practice or pitching them more balls to hit off of. He just loves the game, and it's really amazing to see someone who's so compassionate about something.
Well, Tiana, we wish you the best at Providence, and keep that back going like you are, all right?
Thank you.
Aubrey Middich with us from Wyoming Seminary softball. This is it, the final athletic competition for you on the high school level. How's the season going with softball?
The season's actually going really, really well. We've been working really, really hard, and we're excited for the postseason because I think we're going to thrive in it and peak at the right time.
Well, we know field hockey season, we talked to you then, went very well. Feels good when you can win a state championship. Of course, over in softball, talk about making sure you have all the people in the right places. It seems like pitching is good, the defense is good, and you're getting some good hitting as well. So everything seems to be going well.
I think over the years, now that we just reached a point where we are seasoned enough, we have enough experience, and we really glue together well. We all know each other, we're comfortable around each other, and even having Tiana on our team, I think it's great. We actually won state championships together for travel when we were 8 years old. So I think it's crazy. Our senior day was the other day, and to go out playing high school softball with her, I think is awesome. And I just think our whole team together is really peaking at the right time. And Delaney Romanchik in the circle, Delaney's doing her job. I've always loved Delaney. I caught her the first 3 years, and we have Campbell Kelly this year to catch her, so I can play center field. And I just think we have a great team, and I think everything's coming together at the right time.
For you, you know you're going to do field hockey, but boy, the bat for you, getting your ability to get on base. Talk about just putting in the time for this particular sport and just saying, hey, I want to help my team any way I can, and getting on base, and hopefully somebody will move you around, right?
Yeah, 100% I'm still competitive. I mean, I'm not just playing softball to have fun. So I usually do field hockey at night. I'll be at every softball practice after school, games, all of that. Honestly, for me, I feel relaxed when I'm going into the box, when I'm getting ready to hit, or if I'm in a deep count. I just want to get on base and help the team. I don't feel a lot of pressure, and if I do sometimes, my teammates really do help. I know we've had 2 games where we've come back in the 7th inning to win, and we've really come through in some clutch situations. Even girls that maybe the other team doesn't think are strong enough have come through and showed them that we are a force to be reckoned with on the field.
If there's something you focus on in the playoffs that to keep winning games, what are some things, whether it's a weakness or something you think just has to get a little better between now and possibly getting to a district championship game or making it into the state playoffs? What is it?
I think definitely our bunting game. I think it's a little bit, when we have a runner on base, somebody, that they really think is going to come up big, laying down a bunt quick. Like if it's Tiana on base, Tiana could potentially get to third base and gain 2 bases on one little bunt just to get her around the bases and create more. Sometimes we tend to lack with our bunting game, and I think if we can straighten that out, I think it's really going to be a big help for us.
Yeah, and that short game will appear in the playoffs for any team, that's for sure. Well, Aubrey, good luck at Penn State University, and good luck the rest of the way here.
Thank you.
Akira Kopek with us. She is a freshman at Wyoming Seminary. Akira, talk about your role at second base.
So we have me and Tiana up the middle, which is obviously good to be across the infield from a D1 college softball player. So the majority of our balls are hit to second base because the winner throws hard. So it's basically just make routine plays and keep us in the game.
Talk about your commitment to playing softball, because I know you also play soccer. You played baseball before too?
Yeah, I pitched over the summer for a travel team, keep my arm going, and soccer just used as conditioning for softball.
How about the fun with this group of girls coming in as a freshman? What's that been like? I'm sure there's fun, but there's also some serious hard work too.
Yeah, it's been a great experience. Getting to play with 3 Division I athletes and learning, the hard work that everybody has. And like you said, we just have fun. So that's why I think the main reason we're playing well is we're having a good time.
You have a brother, Luke. Tell us about him.
He plays baseball. Keeps me working hard. Practice together a lot.
Science, one of your favorite subjects. Perfect student with a 4.0. Talk a little bit about your dedication as an academic student at SEM.
Just keeping focus on school has always been a priority because obviously that's going to help get into a good college and along with softball.
Talk about your relationship with your folks and how they support you.
They're super hardworking, so it's good to look up to, and they're great. No matter if I've had a good game or a bad game, always have my back.
Who's got some hot bats there at SEM this year?
Our whole lineup, I think, I'm confident that everybody can put the ball in play, and that's basically what you need, just contact and base runners.
All right, Akira, well, great to meet you, and we wish you the best. Keep up the great work as a freshman.
Thank you.
Campbell Kelly is with us. She's a sophomore at Wyoming Seminary. Talk about your big role as a catcher.
My role as a catcher is probably to be the leader on the field. I feel like that's the role of a catcher in general, is you have to make sure that because you're the only one that can actually see everything that takes place, you have to make sure you're yelling where the play is, and you want to make sure your pitcher feels confident in herself and that she can trust you, and to really keep the team together when they need you the most.
Talk about your relationship with Delaney. She'll say, hey, sometimes I get a little nervous. You try to feel like, you can calm her down sometimes?
Delaney is one of the greatest friends that I have coming to SEM. I transferred here this year, and she's made that transfer so much easier. And she's also one of the greatest pitchers that I've ever caught for. So it's really cool to have both those relationships with her, and she gives me rides everywhere. And she's just a great friend to have overall. I can always talk to her after the games, and whenever I need anything, I know she's always there for me.
two siblings, Quinn and Rosie. Tell us about both.
Quinn plays track and field for Abington, and he plays travel lacrosse. He's going to go to SEM next year, and he played baseball, so he's always willing to help, like, play catch with me or whatever. And then my sister plays travel ball for Impact Panthers, and then she plays for Abington Junior High, and she's in 7th grade. And I have a great relationship with both my siblings, love them very much. We get along super great. We're like best friends.
Science and math, a couple of your favorite subjects. You're doing awesome in the classroom. Talk about the academic end on your end. Come easy to you?
I just work really hard at it. I love to learn. I really enjoy it. That's it. I love to learn. So.
How about your folks?
My parents are some of my biggest role models. They really inspire me to work harder, to keep my grades up, to make sure that I'm not letting anyone down, to always make sure that I'm giving 100% of my efforts all the time.
All right, Campbell, well, you're having success this season at Wyoming Seminary, and we wish you the best going forward, okay?
Thank you.
Alexis Dunn with us here in the John Mendola Show, third base senior. Let's talk about your role here on the SEM softball team.
Yeah.
What does Coach expect of you over there on the corner?
Well, I mean, he knows that I'm a pretty good athlete. I've been on the varsity softball team since I was a freshman, starter at third base. He just expects me to make the basic plays, catch a line drive if it goes by me, catch a grounder, make the throw, just basic stuff. Just be a good part of the team and make sure that I get what I need to do done.
How about the bats this year? Talk about some girls in the lineup that are playing well. One of your other teammates said everybody's hitting.
Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't really been producing until just about now. I have a pretty bad batting average, but I've been working on it.
It's a good time to get hot.
Yeah, it is. It usually happens, like, I'm pretty slow in the beginning of the season, and then right when playoffs start coming around, that's when I start picking it up. So.
Good to shine at the right time. So
Yeah.
We're hoping that your bat will be hot. Let's talk about the academic end there at Wyoming Seminary, what that's like for you.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty used to the workload. I went to Wilkes-Barre Academy when I was younger, so we had a pretty intense curriculum there too, from kindergarten through 8th grade. So I was taking a language from when I was 4, I think. So going to SEM, and I started a new language. Took that for 3 years. But nothing really surprised me along with the curriculum. It was just mostly the same stuff that I've been dealing with, just learning new material.
Fairleigh Dickinson University, the Florham campus.
Yeah.
Talk about why you chose there and what you're going to do there.
Well, Fairleigh Dickinson was one of the first colleges that I heard back from, coincidentally. And when my mom and I visited, I absolutely loved it. The campus is absolutely beautiful. I found out that the guy who designed it also designed Central Park in New York, so I love the feeling of it. And just, they have a really, really nice criminology program, which is what I'm going in there for.
Not too far from the city?
No, it's not, but it's just a really good school for me to go to. So.
Well, I'm glad you found the right fit, and we wish you the best, and
Thanks.
we know that bat's going to heat up here, Alexis. Thank you.
Thanks.